I'ma hit his ass with a 5-piece. I'm so fly like a high knee, ayy, not even be that cocky.
Hey, what's up? This is Off the Top with J Rob, and we got a special guest, Belo Zone. How are you feeling today?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here. I'm gonna let y'all in on a lot of things today. We're gonna find out some things about me, and I'm just gonna let y'all get to know me, and you're gonna learn some things, some new things today. So we're gonna get into some more questions. I'm a music artist, man. I've been doing this now for 7 years. I've been making music, hip hop. I have a really large appreciation for the hip hop culture. I love what I do. I'm a songwriter, and I can do a lot of things. Like, there's a variety of things I do. I make music. I shoot videos for my songs. I promote songs. So I got marketing strategies. There's a lot of things in different varieties that I'm good at. But
so how did you get into music?
You know, just watching the GOATs. Like, when I was younger, when I was about, like, just in my youth days, I would always, like, just had a different appreciation for hip hop. I was listening to a lot of the legends, and then I used that as a way to help me cope with home and school. I was always writing in class, and the teachers would be like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? And you ain't paying attention." But I'll be writing that song and shit. Like, I had notebooks and stuff growing up. Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, thinking back.
Do you think education at all helped with your writing ability?
I definitely think so, bro. Cause English was like one of my best subjects too. Like, that was like easy to me. Like, it just simple as common sense. But
did you like history at all?
Yeah, I liked history too.
What about math?
Nah.
No math.
Math
sucks.
Yeah, math wasn't my strong suit, but I felt like it's a memory thing. It's something that you just, when you're sitting there and you're like fucking, it's just a memory thing. Like, you're exercising your brain to remember the formula, and it's like, but we don't use that. We use some math, but not all that algebra and etc. You know, we don't need that shit. I mean, some people do for what they do. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
rocket scientists and all them, you know. But so, how long have you been making music?
I would say seriously, bro. Like, if we're talking, I've been writing like since 2011. But seriously doing this, I'm gonna have to say 2015. Like, when I was just like, okay, yeah, I want to pursue a career in music. I'm gonna have to say 2015. So it's been, but you know, fucking around growing up, I didn't even know I could make music. Like, I was around friends all the time in school, watching them rap, and I loved hip hop. There was something about hearing a hip hop beat and hearing like them rap on it, and also like the way that they were doing it and the style from back in the day. I appreciated the people like Tupac, you know, Biggie, like Nas, like just Jay Electronic, you know, people that just, you know, definitely M. I'm not gonna cut him any short for the white artist that, you know, he set a whole, you know, he's a legend in the game. Like, I'm giving him his roses. D12 was the shit. I fucked with all them days. You know, the old heads. What brought me into it when I first loved the culture, but then I watched it change. So I gotta give the people that I fuck with and inspire me to the roses, like Kendrick and Cole and all them. You know.
Do you believe in the true principles of hip hop?
Yes. Like, the love for it and the appreciation for it is definitely bigger than the image. I feel like the unity of it, and we're just all trying to spread our gift and keep giving it, you know what I mean? And I feel like the principles to it have some guidelines that you have to follow, because sometimes, you know, money can be the root of all evil, things can be the root of all evil, and things can be real deceiving, is what I've learned over time. Like, people can deceive you, and sometimes it might look so good on what you want it to be, but it's not.
So what is a lot of the subject matter that you have in your music? What is your subject matter, like your topics that you usually write about?
I would have to say my past experiences through I've wrote about past experiences, like my struggle days and where I was at one point in time in my life and where I want to be. So sometimes they'll be like, why are you flexing? But I'm really just rapping about where I want to be. That's how I look at it. Like, I imagine things sometimes a little bit bigger than some other people see it. So it's like I have different feelings for different songs. That's how I answer that question. Like, I have different feelings for different songs, because
do you have haters? Do you have a lot of haters?
Definitely. I got people that will show love. Like those. I've had people that first they'll hate, then show love, then come back and do it again. And it's like, just keep it real with me, bro. Like, it's either you fucking with me or not, you know. But I understand, because people go through changes too at the same time. But it's like, you got people that really are not showing love. At the end of the day, they're just hate.
Do you still love your haters?
Yeah, but I wish the best for them, bro, because I'm not going to sit there and give them no energy like that. I'm not like, oh, yeah, they're always on my mind, but I'm like, I have a certain feeling for them, but not all my haters. Some of my haters I don't have no love for. Some of them I have love for, and I hope the best for them, and they probably still hate me, what I do. But
do you think that forgiveness is a good policy to have, like to be able to forgive?
I feel like making amends is one of those things that you have to at least take the time to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, take the time to think if it's worth building that bridge back again with that person. If you're that person out there, think about that to that person that's trying to make amends. But at the same time, if you feel like you're trying to make, for the person that's making amends, if you feel like you're going out your way and trying to do something, even if they don't accept it, you did it. So just accept it and move on from that. That's how I look at it.
So I know that some of the songs you have made are about toxic people. Have you ever seen yourself being one of those toxic people?
I definitely have in my past, like, and I've seen myself self-destructing. I've lost myself. I'm far from perfect. Like,
in what ways do you see your past self-destructing? What came with being toxic?
Man, the things that came with being toxic are the relationships that I had. They were different after a long time, and the pain and the baggage that came with the toxic lifestyle that I was living hurt people and my future. And I just had to really open my eyes and realize that if I kept being that toxic person, then years from now, I'm gonna look at life and be like, if I didn't, I'm gonna look at life and I'm gonna think, damn, I should have changed something a long time ago when I thought I had the time to. But you know, all we are is left with time on this earth. So it's like, and we don't all have, you know, we run out of a certain amount after a while, and it's like, you just have to think for yourself, like, am I gonna do something to change right now, or am I gonna wait for 5 to 10 years from now and be like, damn, I should have made that move. Nah, it ain't gonna be me.
So do you see yourself as a better person than you were a year ago?
Most definitely, because I feel like I hid some things that were personal from people that cared about me. And looking back, I'm like, And I'm not perfect. Like, I've hurt people, but I've also done a lot to help people, more to help people, because I'm not just a bad person. But I've done some dirt. You know, we've all had dirt. It's just.
So do you think that that goes along with the forgiveness? Do you think that forgiveness of self is what helps you be able to forgive other people?
Yes, I believe if you forgive the things that you've done in your life and the things that you're trying to work on, then it's easier for you to look at how someone else sees you and what you're trying to do. And that happens a lot in music too. Like, people just like, it's just a persona, but it's also like the lifestyle. Like, it's what we try to perceive to people. And sometimes it might stick out to others, and
so
it's crazy, man.
What do you see for yourself in the long run?
Man, hopefully one day, you know, I just want to build a fan base, a real solid fan base, and like, I want my music to eventually, like, maybe hit the charts and we're talking long run, like, but before that, I'm trying to build a fan base. Like, I have been building. I take that back. Like, I have been building a fan base, but I want to keep building the fan base to where I know it's going to be solid and it's going to last a lifetime, and I can just tell myself, hey, you know, because I already did this. Like, again, you're against the odds. You know, we already did this without the label, without you know, anybody helping on the sidelines. Like, I fully invested into myself, but I mean, there is people helping, you know, like, that's what you have to have, resources and sources to be in the game. But it's like there's a lot of people out there that'll try to use you, and you have to understand that the puppets out here, like, the puppets out here being used in the game all the time, and we're just sitting here and sitting back and just being. Some people are still just being like so delusional to it and not even wanting to pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So,
not even.
but what do you have to say to the people that do pay attention to the fans? What do you have to say to your fans?
I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man, and I got a lot of things coming for me soon that I feel like y'all are gonna fuck with. Like, I know you seen some hits that I have dropped in the past, and you're like, hey, remember that one song you dropped? But it's just like, you just have to remember that life is a journey, and through this, y'all been holding it down, and for that, like, you forever got my blessings. I'm forever grateful for you rocking with me and putting in your time to show me love for all the time that I put into what I love.
So speaking on all the time you put in, do you ever plan on retiring from music?
Eventually, I mean, I'm here. I feel like this is 20 plus career minimum, you know, like that song. Like, this is 20 plus. Like, I'm eventually gonna think about it and be like, man, you know, once I feel like I hit the charts and I've done a lot in my life, because I know my music is good enough to sell. I know it's good enough to catch viewers, but I also want it to mean something at the same time. That's why I just fully haven't, like, I'm putting my all into it, but it's like I'm also trying to figure out which way I want to take things to be noticed, and at a certain point where I know that the sales are just gonna come like that, like, they're just gonna keep coming, and I know that's coming for me, bro. But it's like, at the same time, I'm taking my time and really working on myself, because I love this. And I mean, even if I have to wait another 5 years from now, but you know, I'm setting a 5-year plan to where in the next 5, I'm gonna be hopefully exactly where I want to be. Yeah.
So, what do you plan on doing for hip hop?
Well, I feel like I have a responsibility to help others know that there's hope and they can do anything they want to. They just keep giving their gift and keep showing people that they're serious about what they do, and let people think, that nothing can stop what they believe in. Like, I want to be that person that helps other people believe in what they want to, and mentor the youngins, that came up and didn't have nothing. Cause I came from that lifestyle too, and it's like I'm trying to do something for the culture and really leave my impact. I'm trying to be, legendary status. I'm talking all around the map. Like, I'm trying to really, but I want it to be an impact. Whatever it is, I want it to be something big.
Do you think that music or hip hop in general should surpass or ascend past racial bounds or barriers? Do you think that music is a unifying factor among races? People of all races. Do you think that it brings people together instead of tears them apart?
I get what you're saying. I think it can do both, honestly. I think that it can become, sometimes people just they want to slap a label on something, and then they want to judge somebody off of the way that who they are or what their skin color might be. But like, we all bleed the same, at the end of the day. I feel like people take things a little bit too far. But I still stand up for the culture and the black community, even though, like, I know, cause I came from a lot of the same things. I mean, there's just a lot of relations that I grew up with, and I feel like where they coming from, like the pain. I get that, and I fuck with the culture, like, on a heavy level, like. But it's just also at the same time, they just try. Sometimes I feel like white artists, they come into the game and stuff, and then they get, like, I wouldn't say mistreated, but I feel like it's just something that needs to be talked about more, because, like, I feel like white artists have already set the stones in the game for other white artists to take off. But sometimes, because of what's going on, history repeats itself, and, like, I feel like sometimes artists, they try to, like, make it seem like, even though we're different color, we're less than what we are. But it's like, I came from nothing too, dog. I'm just somebody else trying to get it just like you are. I mean, that's my opinion. I feel like we all bleed the same. I'm not racist, so I can't speak on someone who is, but they might feel like we're still in their culture or something. But I'm not gonna get in too deep on that, cause.
Well, I feel like, in my opinion, if I could give my opinion, is that a BPM is not necessarily a culture. You know what I'm saying? Or a way of doing something is not necessarily specifically culture. But I mean, that's just my opinion. But I mean, I can see with what you're saying as well. But I mean, I agree with what you're saying also.
I get that.
But yeah, I mean, so what I'm curious about though, so this goes past even music and these other things that we're talking about. When do you feel the most happy?
I feel like it's when honestly, I would have to say when I was by myself and at peace the most, when my definition of meditating is being in, like, a state of mind where I feel like nothing else can get to me or bother me or hurt me in any shape, way, or form. And I'm not looking at my phone at the time. Like, it could be, like, on the lake at, like, the sun or something. It could be anything, but it's just like it's really probably a place and a point of peace. Like, sometimes, and I enjoy those moments, but what makes me the happiest is love. Moving with love also makes me the happiest, because sometimes as human beings we forget that that's the important key.
So when is the time that you felt you were suffering?
Man, that's a question. I'd have to say a lot, bro. Like, if we're talking just a time, I would have to say drugs. Being on drugs at a lower point in my life, I feel like I was trapped and in a cage that like I wanted to break free from, but I just felt like it was a revolving door at the same time. And it's just hard to really explain, but like once you let something get attached to your life to a certain point, you're just like, damn, this is really killing me and I'm dying. Like, I'm really dying on the inside too. And I was suffering. Like, that's the definition of suffering. But I think toxic relationships too.
What brought you to that point?
Depression. I know it was isolation, depression. People thought I was just cutting them off, but really, like, for those who's watching now and wonder, oh, why he never hit me up and this and that and the other, is not only just because it was a lot of things I was going through in my personal life back then, and I was fighting, bro. Like, I was fighting to stay alive. Like, it's crazy, but I was fighting. And
Well, see, I'd love to hear more and more and more, but the thing is that we're in the last 5 minutes of this episode of Off the Top.
yeah, we appreciate y'all, man.
We have some podcasts we've done together. Those are pretty fun, right?
Hell yeah, bro. Tune in to Why Fear 2, man. His podcasts are fucking lit, bro. He's doing things. J-Rob the Law, doing things for real.
We've done we've done at least 5 podcasts together. Maybe 5 or 6, something like that. But
and we have a whole fucking track out, by the way.
oh yeah, we do. We actually got 2. We have 2 tracks together. But yes, we actually maybe 3.
They just passed a K.
Yeah, y'all need to check that out. It's called 444, right? Yeah.
Dope.
Check it out on the
Love that
YouTube
song.
channel. On this YouTube channel, that song is amazing. I love it. We just happen to just do it. We're like, yeah, let's make that song. I mean, you're like, hey, I got this song, and I was like, I'm jumping on that. But
The verses are top, yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with a wild card round before we close out the session. So that is the questions that I have are very strange, and they're gonna be very different. Just bam, 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 real quick answers. All right.
All right.
Do you believe in the New World Order?
Yes.
Do you think the AI technology is going to take over the entire world?
Maybe.
Trump or Biden?
Neither.
Ass or tits?
Ass.
Hands or feet?
Feet.
Nose or ears?
Nose.
I can't think of any other wild card questions. Do you think that aliens are in a physical form, or that they are metaphysical, interdimensional aliens?
I think they're in a physical form. They're
Do you
here.
plan on doing more shows soon?
Absolutely. You'll be seeing me around.
Where's your favorite place to perform at in Tulsa?
Right now, Mama Soul's right now, y'all. I know that's crazy, but
Yeah,
I just get the most energy there. It's just like I feel it.
Right people behind it.
I feel the most energy
We
there.
got some more coming up. Personally, I kind of like Rabbit Hole, but I'm starting to like Mama Sue's a little bit more. Who is
I fuck with
your
Rabbit Hole.
favorite rapper in Tulsa?
Oh, he put me on a spot. I have to give him a whole fucking.
Come on,
Besides myself, no.
Come on.
I'm just playing.
come on. Let's hear it.
All right.
Somebody, give it to somebody. Top 3 artists, top 3 favorite rappers in Tulsa. Go.
I would have to say J-Rob's up there for sure. And we're going to get that one out the way. Another one. I'm going to have to. I really just don't. I appreciate, a lot of these artists out here. I don't like to just say
Okay, so
names.
I'll take it as I'm your number 1 favorite artist. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am my favorite artist as well. No, I'm joking. Anyways, so this is the first interview you've ever done like this on camera. How do you feel about it? Is it good?
I feel like that it's successful. Like we're closing it out pretty
Do
good.
you think that people will enjoy watching this one?
Hell yeah, they
Do you
gonna
think
fuck
we'll
with
do
it.
another off the top sometime?
Yup.
When is the next time you want to do a podcast?
Fucking next week. Let's get it.
We're gonna plan out some podcasts. We're gonna do a lot of stuff. So do you have more music coming soon?
Bro, I got some good shit coming, man. You all don't even know what's in the treasure chest. I'm talking, bro. We on the gold mine right now. I got the song. I'm gonna let y'all in. I don't really do this, but since we live on the off the top right now, I'm gonna let y'all know we got a song that is about the government. It's something a little bit different that not everyone's heard yet, but I'm gonna do something with that. I might put it on my next album, but then we got a lot of other music. Like I dropped the anthem on SoundCloud, but I'm about to re-drop it here soon. In the next couple of days, it'll be re-dropped on all platforms. Y'all can check that out on Spotify.
Where can they find you at?
Spotify, all streaming platforms under Belo, BELO Z space ZONE. But if you're looking on Spotify, just add the W to Belo, cause because they wouldn't let me use BELO, which is understandable, cause they don't understand it. But the W's for the wins.
It's probably
So.
the government that did that. They was like, no, we're not gonna allow that. But anyway, okay,
Hey, they
so
still giving me my followers.
we are at the closing now. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. Rap something off the top, or written, or rant about something for the next 30 seconds. Then after that, it's over. Now.
Yeah, fuck it, how you feel? I just had to keep it real, and I'm a stunt. I just had to keep a lot of $100 bills. And every time you won it, yeah, I had to spin the wheel like the wheel of fortune. You could never afford it, never that I could. Now I'm about to open it up and I read a book like it's reading Rainbow. Motherfucker, make it rain. And yeah, I got my ammo when I aim. And yeah, I go insane and put it on his fucking flow. And then I splatter up his brains. And then I do it, ay, ay, ay. And then I do it, ay, ay, ay. And then she wanna play. And then she wanna rock up.
Was that off the top?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
No,
like that.
some of it was. I was trying to remember a verse.
Oh, okay.
I
But
couldn't
most
remember.
of it sounded off the
It
top.
was off the top.
And, well, that's where we are. We're at off the top. That's why we do this. And I appreciate that.
You can
did
delete
some
that
off the top.
shit.
Most people don't do off the top. No, that shit's staying.
No, bro. No,
All
bro.
right. Well, hey, make some
Hey.
noise for Belo Zone.
I appreciate y'all, bro.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. Until next time.